All right, back at it again. You can see the Sarnia Sting out on the ice getting warmed up for what's about to happen here today as the Sting take on the Guelph Storm. Hello, everybody. David Burrows here. And joining me today, our regular friend, Lee Bazeley. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Well, tired. Late night last night, but hey.
Yeah, you've been traveling around. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But the elephant in the room, I guess, is where we start with this. The Sarnia Sting really struggling to, get back to where they were at the start of this season, where they come out the gate running and did really well. And I think a lot of people said, wow, because that word young team, those two words keep showing up and showing up. But Cooper Way, who was part of the post-game press conference last week when we were here, very clearly stated that, we're a young team, but we cannot allow that to be an excuse for what's happening out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, not so much even just a young team, it's just a new team. And
fair enough.
I think a lot of people have a lot of expectations with the success that the Sarnia Sting had last year. Just because they're wearing the same jersey, people have to understand this is a new team.
Yep.
We did have some early success at the beginning of the season, and I guess everyone just assumed that was going to carry over and keep happening through the whole season.
Yeah.
But I mean, completely different team, a lot of stuff to work on. I won't say the words young team, but there's still, this is still very early in the season.
There's a lot of labels you can put on it, right? You could say young team, a rebuild team, a green team, whatever you want. Hi.
There's definitely a lot of stuff that they have to work on with their game. But there's a lot of stuff happening out there that is working for their game, too. Like, I think defense is one that they need to work on, because I think that's a big reason for a lot of the goals against. Like, everyone wants to, they pulled Nick last night in Saginaw after the 6 goals. But, I was there, and I think 4 out of those 6 goals were not Nick's fault. They're very little.
He's
he
worked
was
very hard
doing
for
a great job. 2 out of those 6 that he let in, they were on the second, third, even fourth rebound. So he was doing everything he could. There just wasn't enough support out there for him. So, the goaltending is not the problem here. We have the goaltending.
Nick has done a fabulous job for this team. He's really pulled through in those moments where the team has hung him out to dry. We've heard Al Letang, if we go back a few games where they were tied, we did overtime and we should have this and that, and we hung Nick out to dry. He was very clear on that. And I'm not saying that that's, in a negative way. It's just those are some holes that have got to be filled in for this team to get back to. I think the frustration, at least for the fans, is that we know this team is capable because we've seen them do it against strong teams like a London, Sault Ste. Marie, for example, right? And now tonight we're coming in here against Guelph, which is a team that's at the top of their division and in very high part of the league overall. And maybe this is the team that we need to play in order to get out of the slump, if that's what you want to label it as, to get back in a positive direction.
I think so, and they're definitely capable of that. Like, I don't care if Guelph's at the top of their divisions.
Yep.
This team is fully capable of beating top-tier teams in this league, and they've shown that they can do it. It's just a matter of they've had a rough few games. Yes, they're on a 6-game losing streak, but this could very easily be the one that they take. They just focus on the positives. They did a lot of things, right over the last few weeks. I know they've been working hard in practice. I've heard some stories about what's been going on in practice. So they recognize that there's problems, and they recognize that there's work to be done. And from everything I've heard, they're putting in that work. And but it takes time. It's not, you can't just snap your fingers and all those things that you need to work on are automatically fixed. But they're putting in that work, and I have a good feeling about it, and we're going to see it come together with the leadership that this team has both on the ice and in their coaching staff. It's going to be hard to not see a good improvement coming, but we just have to be patient.
And to be fair to this team as well, we saw some trades come in, like Kaya Schwint, I think I said that right, coming in here, and a couple other little trades in there.